The landscape of urban transportation is undergoing a radical transformation as we move further into 2026, and the traditional boundaries between cars and motorcycles are beginning to blur in ways we never imagined. Today, we are witness to a groundbreaking collaboration that brings together the world of global pop culture and the absolute pinnacle of custom automotive engineering. We are talking about the Trinity, a revolutionary tilting electric trike that is backed by the visionary tech entrepreneur will.i.am and physically brought to life by the legendary team at West Coast Customs.
This is not just another electric vehicle gimmick. It is a sophisticated response to the growing congestion of our megacities and a bold statement on how style and safety can coexist in a three-wheeled package. For years, commuters have been forced to choose between the safety of a four-wheeled car and the agility of a two-wheeled motorcycle. But the Trinity aims to occupy the perfect middle ground by offering a riding experience that is both exhilarating and incredibly stable.
When you first lay eyes on the Trinity, the influence of West Coast Customs is immediately apparent in its futuristic and aggressive design language. Ryan Friedlinghaus and his team have moved away from their typical high-horsepower muscle car builds to create something that looks like it was pulled directly from a science fiction film set in the next decade. The vehicle features a low-slung, aerodynamic profile with a front end that looks predatory and high-tech. The three-wheel configuration, with two wheels in the front and one in the rear, provides a footprint that is inherently more stable than a standard bike, but it is the tilting mechanism that truly sets it apart. As the rider enters a corner, the entire front assembly leans into the turn, mimicking the physics of a motorcycle while maintaining the contact patch and grip of a multi-wheel system. This allows for a level of confidence in cornering that traditional trikes simply cannot match, as it eliminates the awkward tipping sensation that often plagues rigid three-wheelers. The involvement of will.i.am in this project goes far beyond a simple celebrity endorsement. Known for his deep interest in artificial intelligence and wearable technology, the Black Eyed Peas frontman has infused the Trinity with a level of intelligence that makes it one of the smartest vehicles on the road. The Trike is equipped with a sophisticated AI-driven interface that learns the rider's habits and optimizes the electric powertrain for maximum efficiency based on real-time traffic data and terrain.
It is a vehicle that is constantly connected to the cloud, allowing for seamless over-the-air updates that can improve everything from battery management to the sensitivity of the tilting sensors. This focus on software is what will.i.am believes will define the next generation of transport, where the hardware serves as a platform for a constantly evolving digital experience. Underneath the custom bodywork, the Trinity is powered by a high-torque electric motor that delivers instantaneous acceleration, making it the perfect tool for darting through heavy city traffic.
While specific battery capacities are often kept under wraps during these early reveals, the goal for the Trinity is to provide a range that comfortably covers multiple days of urban commuting on a single charge. The use of lightweight composites in the chassis and body helps to offset the weight of the battery pack, ensuring that the trike remains nimble and responsive to rider input.
Furthermore, the inclusion of regenerative braking helps to replenish the energy levels during the frequent stop-and-go cycles of city life, making it a highly sustainable alternative to internal combustion commuters. Safety is perhaps the most compelling argument for the Trinity's existence. Many potential riders are intimidated by the balance required for a motorcycle, or the vulnerability of being on two wheels in an environment filled with distracted drivers.
The Trinity addresses these fears with its wide front track and advanced stability control systems that work in tandem with the tilting mechanism. If the system detects an unstable situation, it can automatically adjust the lean angle or apply selective braking to keep the vehicle upright and on its intended path. This makes the Trinity accessible to a much broader demographic, including people who have never considered themselves bikers, but are desperate for a way to shorten their daily commute without being trapped in a metal box. The cockpit of the Trinity is a masterclass in minimalist tech luxury. Instead of a cluttered dashboard filled with analog gauges, the rider is greeted by a high-resolution display that integrates navigation, vehicle telemetry, and media controls into a single, intuitive interface. The seating position is designed to be ergonomic and comfortable for riders of all sizes, providing a commanding view of the road ahead.
West Coast Customs has utilized premium materials throughout the interior, from hand-stitched marine-grade leathers to brushed aluminum accents, ensuring that every touchpoint feels like a high-end luxury product. It is an environment that reflects will.i.am's personal style, blending high fashion with high technology in a way that feels cohesive and forward-thinking. As we look at the broader implications of the Trinity's arrival, it is clear that the market for micromobility is ready for a premium disruptor.
Most electric trikes currently on the market are either utilitarian delivery vehicles or low-cost commuters with very little personality. The Trinity changes that narrative by proving that an electric trike can be a desirable object of art and a status symbol. By partnering with West Coast Customs, will.i.am has ensured that the Trinity carries a level of street cred that is impossible for a traditional automaker to replicate.
It targets the urban professional who values their time, their safety, and their image, offering a way to move through the world that is as efficient as it is stylish. The journey from concept to production for a vehicle as complex as the Trinity is never easy, but the combined resources of this partnership suggest that a commercial launch is closer than many might think. As cities continue to implement low-emission zones and restrict car access to their centers, the demand for vehicles like the Trinity will only grow.
It represents a shift toward right-sized transportation, using only as much vehicle as you actually need for the task at hand. Why move 2 tons of metal to transport one person 5 miles when you can do it in a lightweight, smart, and tilting trike? In conclusion, the Trinity is a fascinating glimpse into the future of the automotive world. It highlights the importance of cross-industry collaboration and the power of integrating AI into our daily movements. While it may still look like a concept car to some, the engineering and the vision behind it are very real. Will.i.am and West Coast Customs have created a machine that doesn't just solve a problem, it creates an entirely new category of vehicle. Whether you are attracted to its futuristic looks, its cutting-edge tech, or its promise of a safer ride, there is no denying that the Trinity is one of the most significant developments in urban mobility we have seen in years. The world is watching, and the streets of our cities are about to get a whole lot more interesting.